Yeah, Mark, I forgot to ask something, but it's okay.
I forgot to go back.
Our love will never fade away. We're diamonds in the dark. I put my head against your chest and listen to your heart. 'Cause you are my home, no matter where I go. You are never alone, 'cause somehow I always know. Even through the flames, even through the ashes in the sky, baby, when we dream as one. Every time I breathe, it's a song to keep this love alive. I know when we dream as one. I know when we dream as one. So beautiful when we're together, like feathers on a wing. Riding right beside me, we're two arrows in the wind. 'Cause you are my home, no matter where I go. Never alone. I've never been afraid to let you know that. Even through the flames, even through the ashes in the sky, baby, when we dream as one. Every time I breathe, it's a song to keep this love alive. I know when we dream as one. Dream, even through the flames, even through the ashes in the sky, baby, when we dream as one. Every time I breathe, it's a song to keep this love alive. I know when we dream as one. Every time we dream as one. Every time we dream as one.
What's up? How we doing?
Forgot to unmute. What's up?
What's up, guys? Junior still muted. There he
Yeah,
is.
there we go.
There he is.
Yo, what up? What up?
This is not the usual pod, guys. We're all, except for me. I'm in the usual spot. Everyone, my house, my home.
Very weird, very strange indeed. But welcome everyone. It is episode 354 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast. Yes, this is a Monday night live. So if you are new to the channel, welcome.
Crazy.
We are the Chillin' with Villains, aka CWV Productions. I am one of your hosts, JB. No one is alongside me, but people are virtual with me today. As Mark pointed out, Mark in New Jersey, in his usual spot. And the soundboard god taking a break today, Adiel, in the building.
There he is.
But not in the building. Unfortunately, we are studioless today. We are brimless today. And we are not unified today with no Eunice and no Brim. There are
Damn.
five of us.
Sorry, my fault.
But But yeah, but it is episode 354. Oh, Mark dubbed our shit.
Yeah, my fault, my
It's
fault.
episode 354 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast, and as the title says, we're here to talk about Avatar. We usually do go lives Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but again, special edition podcast to speak about Avatar since the three of us saw it this weekend.
I can't wait.
So we're gonna talk about that. We are gonna talk about a little bit, a little bit of tea, majority of it pertaining to Avatar: Fire and Ash. We did get another Marvel leak. This time with Thor's character.
Yo,
so that
Ariel,
should be,
did you know Thor was gonna be in Avengers Doomsday, bro? Thor, man, this is crazy.
I just don't like the marketing so far. I have an idea. I actually never got to say what my wait. Did I say what my theory was? I think I did on the pod as to why they're
about
like
the kids.
single. Yeah, because they all have children. So
Yeah.
I think it's that.
I will say when we get there, like his dialogue, Thor's dialogue, kind of cooked. I won't lie.
But didn't you watch it in French?
Huh?
Didn't you
Somebody
watch it?
translated it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody translated it.
I was like, damn, my boy's
don't even know.
trilingual.
I don't-
He's in French.
I mean, he is trilingual though.
I am trying.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, quadlingual, I guess. I know that's a flex.
Same, bro.
But yeah, man. So we will talk about that a little bit because I did want to briefly touch upon that because that movie is doing a lot of things wrong. This was not one of them.
Interesting.
And yeah, but then again, majority of it will be Avatar: Fire and Ash. We had a pod last Thursday. We had we had 3 member giveaways. We do member giveaways here, y'all. The end of the year is almost here. It's a $6.99 membership. Come through and chill with us. We got so much more planned for everyone. Come to New Year, and the next podcast that we will do will be. Again, no podcast this upcoming Thursday, but it will be on 1/1 New Year's Day. Will be our next podcast where we will be reviewing the finale of Stranger Things, and we will be breaking down what we didn't like of 2025, and what we're most anticipated for in 2026. Speaking of which, 2026 anticipation, the GOAT himself decided to give us an early Christmas gift and drop the Odyssey trailer. Ariel, I think you'd really like this trailer. Well, actually, it's 2 minutes long, so already off the bat, you won't.
2 minutes long.
Yes.
Bye.
But
So
it literally does not show they didn't show anything, like nothing.
They showed a
But
bunch, bro. Enough to get you excited, bro.
People are already complaining about like the costume designs and such.
Of what? What is it to complain about?
It's not.
It's not historically accurate, bro.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Neither is the way anybody looks like phonetically. Like whatever, bro. Like
Bro,
Bro, what are you
I mean,
talking about?
alphabetically,
Even, like, the
phenotype wise.
discussion.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is what happens when you're so good at your job. Like people just gotta nitpick shit. Be like, yo, this dude's helmet is buns.
It's crazy.
It's like what?
I mean-
like nah, that's it. Like the helmet is buns. Like that's
It's actually
mean-
disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Mark, we throwing that joint on? Nah, we go get copyrighted. Yo, they be blocking our shit, bro. YouTube be on some BS. Anytime
We already got
trailer.
copyrighted because of the song we just played.
Nah, copyright is fine. Blocked it though, that's a little disrespectful. Blocked is like, yo, chill. Like you
Like, yo, don't block
Yo,
me.
yo, chill out on me. Yeah.
Exactly. But man, that's definitely, I gotta say, probably in the top 3 most anticipated like projects for me of 2026.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, Nolan.
I don't think that's that big of
No.
a
I was saying,
deal,
wow,
right?
like,
Mark is like, wow.
wow, this guy, he's a Nolan fan. No, I just think it's crazy because it's like, bro, like I think it's also culminating in like the not to just jump to Avatar. But I mean, oh, yo, Pat, $5 dono. Rumor mill is going crazy on the Marvel side. Hearing murmurs that Chris Hemsworth might be returning as Thor in Avengers Doomsday. You have me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, what's the rumor now?
Yo, but wasn't that the name of
Yo,
before?
what you say?
We named our episode Murmurs before, and I think it's because we were talking about like Doomsday stuff. So I think that might have been a reference, bro.
It might have, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay, all good.
I do think we called one of our episodes Murmurs though.
Yeah,
or
no,
something
that's
like that. We've definitely used that reference before.
Yeah, it sounds like something we would do.
What else? Welcome to the
yeah.
people that are here. Welcome to the chat.
Yeah. So let me do a quick chat check before I say what I was gonna say. So we got Pat. We in here. Danny Rue say Pat said, yo, the song faded right into it. Nailed the intro. Thank you, bro. It's my first time doing this, you know. Monday Night Live. Larry's in here. What's up, brother? Monday Night Football looks weird. Pat said, starting off Christmas week strong. Yes, sir, Danny. Yo, Andrew. Kendrick's left nut, a.k.a. in his Discord. He said, yo, what? Said Monday Night Live, Monday Night Raw, CWV on a Monday. We blessed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're blessed to have you. We're blessed to have you. Thank you. We thank you.
Yeah. Again, blessed to have all of y'all. We appreciate all the members, even just the people that are coming through just to watch. Even if you're not a member, and to all our audio listeners, we appreciate each and every one of you. We are closing out 2025. 2026 is almost upon us, and a boatload of films and TVs that we are going to be covering. So make sure to come through and chill with us for that.
Yes, sir. And go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Mark.
So I was gonna say, like, with the Nolan thing, like how people are like, and listen, if that's really a big deal for you, like the costumes, like, oh, it just doesn't look like it fits. I know, and like I saw people saying, like, in terms of not in terms of history and like accuracy in that sense, but like, oh, everyone's dressed like a certain way, and then this guy kind of just looks a little not different in like he stands out, but like he stands out because he just doesn't look like he belongs here, you know, like I could understand maybe those kind of sentiments, but it's just like, bro, it's fucking Nolan, bro. 5 minutes in, you're gonna completely forget about it. I just don't think that people, but how it relates to the Avatar situation is I just feel like that is how it is with James Cameron, bro. Like, now people are just constantly trying to, like, again, we'll talk about it later, but if you really thought that Avatar Fire and Ash is the same as Way of Water or Avatar 1, you're insane. You're not actually engaging with the plot of the movie. You're not. Like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think, and again, we'll
talk about it later.
It down in a bit when we talk about the film. Yeah, previews, right? Previews. But I think it's something where because I've been thinking about this movie all freaking weekend. Yeah. And then two, just kind of thinking about how, this is very much one of those things where, you know why I feel like a lot of people will say that or have that notion is because we're dealing, like, it's still a back and forth. We're still dealing with the same threat. But that still doesn't mean that the movies themselves are the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much that happened in one, and then what happened in Way of Water. I mean, obviously, spoilers ahead, bro. His eldest son died.
That ass. Like it's crazy.
And then I'm over here. So this makes the stakes for this one now that much higher for me, because I'm going in here like, oh my god, like. If his eldest son died in the last one, like what the fuck's about to happen now? You know what I mean? Like you can't really go in and say like, oh, the story's the same, like it follows the same story beats. And if anything, again, last thing I'll say, and then we'll get back to it eventually, is like this one for me felt the most, I guess, different. Like just in terms of the I guess its pacing. And what it did, because it dealt with everyone's sort of grief, it dealt with everyone's sort of guilt, and did it in such a tremendous way. Well,
Oh
bro,
my God, I can't wait to talk about it. You can tell we're excited to talk about it. You can tell.
I am very excited to talk about it, man, because I think, again, I said it last week, and it's crazy that it even has to be said, where I think a dude like James Cameron is honestly underrated. Like,
It's crazy to say that.
And it's a crazy statement to make because this dude's about to hold 4 films.
In the top
Right, he has
5.
3 right now: Titanic and the previous 2 Avatar films that are in the top 5 highest grossing films all time. And he's about to have a 4th that's most likely gonna crack the top 5, or if not,
top 10.
at least the top 10 easily.
What's up, AD?
So it's just like the fact that I really got to sit here and be like, yo, he's underrated, because I went and looked at his filmography, bro. I'm like,
It's crazy.
What? This dude has put out nothing but bangers, and like he went from 97 Titanic, and then he didn't touch anything else until 09, the first Avatar. That's wild.
It's actually sickening how he can behave.
And then he's like, yo, and then he didn't touch anything until Way of Water. And now this is his life. It's crazy. And before that, he had the Terminators. Like, before that, he had Aliens. Like, this dude, yo, he's in my top 3. My top 3 are Nolan, Denis, Jimmy Cam, bro. That's my top 3. And I'm sorry, I think it's a solid top 3. SMD if you don't think so. My fault. I didn't mean to get all disrespectful. What up, baby?
All right, so let's get back to we'll talk about Avatar. Trust me.
Yeah. What y'all want? Y'all want to hear some tea? Shall we roll some tea real quick?
Yeah, let's roll it.
Yeah, let's see. Let's hear it.
All right. So this is a little guys, and I'll preface by saying, anytime we do tea talk,
he does not read it.
Right, I read headlines. I only really read the articles if it's something I'm like. I mean, I'm interested in most of this, but
yeah.
I would just preface by saying I'm not reading the entirety, so I could be taking things out of context. So don't say it's word of mouth and my word is truth here. But for some of these things, it definitely is, like this.
But you guys did hear it here first, though.
You did hear it here first, absolutely.
Exactly.
A newly restored version of the original version of Star Wars: A New Hope will be released in theaters on February 19th, 2027. What happened?
No, Ariel just he got out of frame and then he started slowly leaning back in with that face when you said that. Yo, get back on frame, bro.
Like, bro, what are we doing? They're like, yo, we can't come up with any ideas.
Yo, please
Re-release it.
Please
get
back on frame.
I don't think these things are that much of a bad idea, really. One, because let's say if it's a movie you never got an opportunity to see in IMAX and you really fuck with it, now's your opportunity to go see it in IMAX. Also keeps the theaters flowing and
yeah.
I think
the re-release bag is back.
Which one?
Which
one is it again?
This is the very first one, the original Star Wars.
Oh, this shit gonna be butt.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We also got all 3 extended versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy be re-released in theaters in January for the trilogy's 25th anniversary.
16th, 17th, and 18th, I think, or something like that.
That's gonna be fucking smelly.
All the 4-hour cuts, bro. All the 4-hour cuts.
What'd you say, Mark? That's
those,
gonna be what?
Those theaters are gonna smell, bro.
Yeah.
Damn,
4 hours.
Smell?
4 hours.
Yo.
Did it smell with 3 hours of Avatar?
Mark just called you dirty, bro.
Hey, Lord of the Rings are cool, bro, but yo. I'm just not that big of a fan of them. I like them, but they're great.
Yo, shout out to my guy Mike, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to him. He gonna be there day one. He gonna be there. He might not leave. He might just camp out in his seat.
He might just camp out.
He might be that guy in that theater, cranking his hog.
Hey, yo.
Nah, I'm kidding. I love him back.
That's crazy.
Mark just called me smelly. Wow. Yo, Pat, chill. I'm just joking. Now we're complaining about runtime, Danny. That was a joke. God damn. Oh my god! See, Lord of the Rings heads over here, bro. God damn, y'all can't take it.
Yo, the rings heads, bro.
The ring heads, bro. Daniel
Redhead.
Kaluuya confirms he is developing a Spider-Punk animated film. Those Spider-Verse films, they speak to me. I think the filmmakers and the animators are some of the best storytellers in the game. Fire, bro. Fire. I love when people talk about about like the projects that they want to work on or are going to work on like this, because it goes to show that, yo, if everyone is in collaboration, there's just a very high chance of this stuff turning out to be really good, you know? Um,
Guaranteed TLC. That's what
exactly.
it is,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean,
That's all we can really ask for as people that also are, enjoy these things.
yeah. And I think with Spider Punk, I mean, I think that'd be a really cool story potentially. We get to see. I mean, who knows? We might even see Spider Gwen in that. Like it could be a story that took place, in between, Spider Verse 1 and 2. Like
Yeah.
so like I think it'll be interesting. I think
I think it's cool.
yeah, I think it's cool, and it has potential to be a sleeper, like something that we're like, oh wow, that was like way better than we
especially
thought it
if
was going to
yeah,
be.
especially if all the guys come back for it.
That's what I
if this
mean.
filler
Yeah,
or
like
this
get
filler, yeah.
get the people back, get the artists back, all that stuff, and I truly think this could be a hitter because obviously Daniel Kaluuya, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
He cooks. Like he's great in that role, and he's just a great actor in general. I'm sure he wouldn't sign up for something that he didn't, truly believe in. I feel like he's
Yeah.
actually pretty selective when it comes to his projects.
Yeah, I feel the
right?
same way about it. Yeah.
Like
You haven't seen him. He is not like as prolific, but when you see him, you know what time it is. Like it's like,
exactly,
damn, is he one of those guys that just punches in, bro? That just clocks in?
he might be.
Yeah, absolutely.
He might be, yeah.
Absolutely. Get Out, Black Panther, right,
Wakanda Forever.
Spider-Punk.
Wait, was he in Wakanda Forever? No.
No,
No.
they hold him in there.
Yeah,
After
scheduling.
him and
scheduling.
Wifey beefed. Yo, he was like, you would kill me? It's like for Wakanda? Yep.
And she was like, yeah,
Damn.
need that, bro. Need that.
Yo, cook this
Hey,
shit.
kill me for New York. Defend the city.
James Gunn confirms Captain Atom will reportedly appear in Creature Commandos season 2.
And we know what that means.
What that mean?
Black Adam.
No.
That's funny.
Hold on. Pascal said, "Yo, gang, if I only say one thing tonight, I'll say this: Avatar 3 is gas."
Yep.
My
Fire
God,
Salute.
and gas, bro. Fire and gas.
Salute.
that shit,
Yo,
that shit
yo.
The Rock does.
Nah, for real.
So, but
what does
yeah,
it mean?
so James Gunn, you know how he said the animation connects to live action in the terms of who's playing those characters, so whoever they get to voice him is gonna be the person who's going to be actually playing the role in live action, which probably means we'll also be getting that role live action sooner rather than later.
Oh, Man of Tomorrow. That's the only or
Potentially.
Supergirl.
Not Supergirl. He wouldn't fit into that story unless
No,
it's
he
like at the
wouldn't, yeah.
very end. But
Yeah.
when they're setting up the next thing. But I doubt it. I think Man of Tomorrow maybe towards the end of that. But if not that, that's fine. Obviously, I'm not his boss.
Yeah.
But like,
Ru-
yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick, not to get like too sidetracked with all this, but what are y'all thoughts on will Man of Tomorrow, especially the ending of that, kind of start leading us a little bit more towards Justice League, like bigger Justice League stuff? Because I feel like what they're dealing with, especially with Brainiac being the villain,
Right.
that's a huge threat. Like
Well-
that's a real big incoming threat. You know what I mean? So I feel like I feel like that, and again, especially if they're doing the salvation stuff with Peacemaker, I feel like it only leads to having to go a little bit bigger with more Justice League stuff. Not necessarily in Man of
I know
Tomorrow
what you're saying,
itself,
yeah.
but the stuff that it's going to be setting up.
I think it might plant an idea because I think he's gonna realize, wait, I'm strong as hell, and I needed to rely on Lex Luthor to help me with this. I cannot rely on Lex Luthor to help me with these kind of threats. I need to form
Like that.
I could see him forming a team in that kind of mindset, like where that becomes the focus or the idea where he's like, wait, I can't believe I'm not strong enough to do this. So I need to find people that, I mean, I feel like Supergirl might even be in this shit. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends where, obviously, how exactly they end this movie. But I mean, like, if Supergirl, like, but if Supergirl's in Man of Tomorrow and they still need to use, like, have Lex help out, that tells you something. You know what I mean? Like, that tells you, obviously, Brainiac, we know is a very formidable villain, but like, it's gonna tell him, like, yo, like, I need to get a squad together, a squadron.
They're a team of people with special abilities.
Exactly. Why don't we get a league of our own? Danny said.
I just don't think that it's gonna just culminate just yet.
No,
Because he said that like this first phase is called Gods and Monsters, so I think we're gonna get introduced to. I think he's doing more world building than he is culminating just yet.
Okay.
Because that's why everything has felt like a stepping stone to the next thing, which is what should happen. Because if I'm being franklin about this, I think that you know I think that it would feel kind of like, oh, that's already we're here. Like if we get like a Justice League or something like that soon, you know what I mean? Like immediately after Man of Tomorrow or something like on a bigger scale like that.
Bro,
Because Mark is right. Like it's Brainiac, bro. Like you know what else?
That's the thing though. The more I think about some of that stuff, because remember when and again we obviously know, and for those that don't know, when the DCU originally had started, right? Warner Brothers, everyone kind of wanted to be like, okay, we need to catch up to what the MCU is doing. So that's why, the Justice League was pretty much the third, fourth movie in the universe, and it already was starting to get built up in the second movie with BVS, right? But the more I think about it, and the more I think about, if you think about any other franchise outside of the superhero genre, and realistically, the only real thing that's built out in a very productive way has been the MCU. But I don't necessarily mind them starting like so early, with this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like at first maybe it was just like, yeah, like they didn't really build up to it, but then I'm like, and again, this is me obviously being a big fan of Zach's work with Man of Steel, BVS, and Justice League. And again, I think a phrase that always sticks with me is that, Zach has said he wanted the Justice League films to kind of feel like, have that Lord of the Rings kind of fantasy, vibe to it, and have the Justice League be larger than life. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you knew anytime you were getting a Justice League movie that the stakes were going to be high, that shit was going to go down, right? So I don't even mind anymore, really. Like, if James Gunn was like, yo, we're about to just kick off like Justice League, I feel like as long as you're dealing with a huge threat like Brainiac, and they even did it on the animated stuff. The first movie of their animated universe was Justice League War. Like, not their most recent, but the one prior to this one. And that one started off because Darkseid just pulled up. And so all the heroes of Earth were just like,
they were investigating shit in their own corners,
right.
And they kind of just let them all together.
Exactly. So then at the end of that movie, that's when they were like, yo, like maybe we should keep in touch in case some other shit like goes down like that. So even something like that, to me, like I really don't mind anymore something like, oh, like, we should wait. But I also do understand the waiting process now, especially with DC, since things are just starting. It's delicate, and like Ariel said, the whole gods and monsters thing, I think that will play out a little bit more before we start talking Justice League.
I think,
yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that, like, to close my point, it's just I feel like he has a plan for it. I mean, I trust him, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Superman or anything. But if something fucking works, it works. Like it, and especially for anything moving forward here, I think. We're getting the season 2 of Creature Commandos, right?
Confirmed.
Yeah.
But we're not getting another Peacemaker though.
It won't be Peacemaker.
We don't know
probably
yet.
Yeah.
Right. We don't know if we're getting another season of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
No announcement on that. So right. All we know is
exactly
he's still going to play a bigger role.
Exactly. So it feels like almost like, when it comes to the characters that are supposed to be in these certain predicaments that are now leading into the next thing, it
Yeah.
feels as if this is all just how it's meant to go out. I don't think there's any kind of backtracking or any kind of shifting that James is doing here. I think everything is moving as it should be, and it's exciting to see how it's gonna unfold though, because maybe Superman's gonna really hit maybe 5 years from now for me when I'm like, oh shit, we're like at Brave and the Bold now, and like everything like connects really well, and this is really good. So I'm just hoping for the best.
Yeah, funny enough, I think, and we've said this before, right? Where I think James Gunn did everything he was supposed to do with Superman, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was his one of, if not the most conservative film that he did,
Yep.
in a way, right? Because he also kind of did the whole Baravia and them attacking, like it referenced a lot of real world stuff, even if he himself said, oh no, I didn't have that in mind, whether he was being tone deaf about it or not. There's no denying what
Yeah,
similarities,
Yeah.
parallels that. But I meant more in line of the story itself. I think it was the safest he's played in any of his comic book movies. But it was something that needed to be done. Again, we're just starting off the universe. The last Superman movie that kind of went against status quo wasn't all that well received to start off the universe. So again, he did everything that he had to do with that. I think now moving forward, though, everything else that's gonna be done is gonna be like, all right, cool. Like we're gonna, like it's stuck with people. The universe is up and running. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, everything has to be a banger.
So
Yeah.
sorry, real quick on that. It's just
Mhm.
the heroes though. Let's already think about the roster we have. By the time Man of Tomorrow comes out, we're gonna have Supergirl, Superman, Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific. And then there
Metamorpho.
and Metamorpho. And isn't there also rumors of like
Crypto.
Crypto or Crypto if you want to count him as part of the Justice League, sure. And then but like let's say of like I think there was rumors wasn't there rumors about Wonder Woman? Or am I tweaking?
I mean, I
Like-
think they're still doing Paradise Lost, the show, which
No,
is the same writer
yeah.
of Supergirl, and she's doing Teen Titans as well.
Chat, remind me. I can't. I might be tripping, but I could have sworn there was like a Wonder Woman casting announced, or like kind of rumors like, oh, we're looking for like a very like I just can't remember.
More murmurs, bro.
More murmurs, yeah.
ECU
But
murmurs.
but that's still a solid like cast right there, just to start out with. I mean, you have Jon
bro,
Stewart.
Mark, that's
and
a solid 8-man. That's a solid 8-man team right there.
That's what I'm saying. That's a solid rotation. So like
Yeah.
you can
and
you can do
technically
damage.
Brave and the Bold is announced. It's a thing. So
Yeah.
Batman's going to be involved sooner.
And the
rather
Bat
than later.
family. And the Bat family.
Yeah,
The Bat family.
there were rumors of Wonder Woman being in it. So like, and if that is the case, and then right at the end, dude, we're gonna have like everybody basically besides Batman.
I remember what
so,
you're talking about.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like the cast, like the roster of DC characters that's already out right now, they could already
It's
form a
kinda
Justice
crazy.
League. They could already do it.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have a Flash and they don't have a Batman yet. And obviously Wonder Woman apparently, hopefully, rumors are that she's going to be in this. So,
Yeah, you said
Eunice
Hawkgirl
just
already
went
too,
like
right?
this.
huh?
You said Hawkgirl already too, right?
Yeah, I said Hawkgirl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
8.
right. We already
would
have
8.
like pretty much half of the Justice League lineup.
And if there's a Hawk girl, there's a Hawk man. So where he at? You know what I'm saying? So like so we're going to have to find
Not
him
always,
too.
bro. Not always.
Like,
Yeah.
hold on, wait, sorry. Larry said, I hope we see Batman and Clayface. I was actually thinking about this. You know what the most crazy thing they could do is? Just drop Batman in Clayface.
Like,
that would
use
be
that as a-
insane.
As a draw.
Like randomly though. Like don't even say anything. Like that would be fucking insane.
Yo,
Like if
I
they
mean,
could
$40
if they,
million budget.
if they could keep it under wraps and not even have him in suit, just like have him as Bruce Wayne walk up, like talking on a street. Like it doesn't even have to be a huge scene. Just him talking, and then you just see, oh my god, wait, that guy's going to be playing Bruce Wayne. That's Bruce Wayne.
Wait,
that would be
hold
the
on.
craziest thing. Kind of similar how they did with the Peacemaker joint. in Superman.
What?
How he's like sitting
Yeah,
on a talk show talking. How wild would it be if they just had Bruce Wayne on a talk show and you're like, holy shit, that's
I
Brandon
think,
Skelnar.
yeah, I think that would be great. It's just what you guys remember when chat also reminded. You remember when James Gunn had mentioned like, yo, like we got a project on the Raps that's so good, like that the idea is so good that we're not announcing it because people are gonna copy it.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what do you think he was freaking referencing? Because Clayface is not your typical like drop, honestly. He's like a C class villain when we're talking about to the public. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure. Yeah, no,
So it's kind
I
of
get it.
like putting Batman in something like that that can draw the public in would be absolutely insane. That
I,
would be
I think it,
monumental. Like it would be something not ever done because
and what's the biggest thing he's always said too? It's like it would really just go with like, yo, I want my universe to feel lived in. I want it to feel
yeah,
like real. Like you don't have to like it's not building up to oh my god, it's a huge crazy cameo. It's like, yo, this is real
yeah,
life. You turn on the
yeah.
TV and you just see Peacemaker chilling on a late night TV show.
That's
Like
true.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? We're talking about all this. Oh, you know, they're gonna take their time with Justice League and stuff like that. And literally, the first project of the DCU was technically Creature Commandos, and one of the bigger, like, or I guess it wasn't the main storyline, but everything that is leading up to is the demise of the Justice League, the demise of the world.
right,
So it's
right.
just like, and there was so many reference to that already. So they were already
Yeah.
dropping, you know, all this on us in the very first project of like, yo, this is what's to come. Like
Damn,
this
James
is
is
what
cooking,
gods and
bro.
monsters and these next chapters are gonna start leading us into. So yeah, I think again, we're gonna start getting this stuff a lot sooner rather than later, dude. Like there's just, you know, I just feel like there's no as from before where people were just like, oh, you should have waited and like built this up more. It's like, nah, bro, like let's get it. And again, because it's so contradicting, right? Because people are like, yo, why is he doing? I saw someone just mention in the chat, Sergeant Rock's like, why is he doing all this bullshit stuff? We want the heavy hitters. So it's just like pick and choose one. Do you want the heavy hitters
Right.
or do you want them to take it slow and build up the universe? You know what I mean? So it's just like, again, I think they are doing a good job of building up the universe
No
while
question.
simultaneously giving us the heavy hitters and building us up to a Justice League
It's a
movie.
balance. It's a balance, you know, and
Find
like
your balance.
they got it.
So speaking of which, we did get a Brainiac casting in Lars
Yes.
Ettinger. Not really known for much, at least to my knowledge. If you've seen him in something, let us know. But so we finally got a Brainiac casting, and I saw someone on had tweeted like, oh, you know, I think, and I really didn't like this. I like the person that kind of clapped back to this, where they were just like, oh, they should start bringing back hiring like well-known actors for like these superhero roles. It's like, one, what does it matter really? Two, I personally don't agree, because then you get someone that's not well known and they go into a superhero role, they fucking kill the role, and now it gives them an opportunity
Right.
to
It changes their lives.
to expand their career, right?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
that's all dependent on if it works though. Like
Yeah, of
that's all.
course.
Oh no, of course, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
James Gunn said like, like they did auditions for Brainiac, and like they was like, yes, this dude, like, because someone had asked him, what did you see him in that like made you think of him? He's like, no, he came in for the audition and he was amazing, like he blew us away. So we're like, we cannot wait for him to play Brainiac. So you know what I mean? Like
That easy.
it's
Is
just,
that easy? Yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I think he's gonna kill it, and it goes to show, because a lot of people were like, oh, so they're not basing their castings off of Twitter rumors and off
Well,
of, you know.
That's
Fan
what I was gonna
casting.
say. It's like, yo, you should like obviously, yeah, that's a bonus. Like if they're big and famous and already, and they can like it brings a lot more hype to the movie, and that's great. But at the end of the day, if the person's like not, if you don't think the person's as good of a fit in the role as somebody who's maybe not as well known, you got to just go with the person who's the better, like who's better in the role. And I think that's something that like they could have casted like High Evolutionary. James Gunn could have casted a lot of other people too for that, like who had bigger names than him, right? But Chakudi was like, he came in, I'm assuming, obviously, and he came into the audition and he fucking killed it. And they were like, all right, like, you know, I'm good. Like so, like
Yeah.
I much rather prefer that because look at how it came out with High Evolutionary, one of the best villains in the MCU.
Absolutely. Would you like to read us some chat? I'm just gonna grab something to drink.
Yeah, I got you. All right, so what we got
Same, bro.
here? Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
get a beer.
Oh goddamn. So I guess I'm just talking to y'all. All right, so let's see. Pat said he's gonna blow up after 3 scenes. Danny Russo said Alan Richardson is gonna be Captain Adam. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Alan Richardson was that would be interesting. I would be interested to see. I don't know how. I'll be honest. I know like the basics about Captain Adam, but like who like in terms of like when I read like his character in a comic, I don't know if this makes sense, but like for me when I read characters in comics, I'm always looking at or like not always, but usually if I really like the character, I'm like thinking, how do they sound? How would they sound in real life? And like who could I, like how would they like the energy they would give off, And I don't know. When I've read Captain Adam, I've never. Obviously, I'm not a big Captain Adam fan. I'll be honest, but I've never thought about like who should play him. Alan Richardson would be an interesting choice, though. I would be down to see
Cheers.
that.
Speaking
Cheers.
of Alan Richardson,
Damn,
yes, sir. I know it's a Monday, but it's a Monday night live, and I'm off work, so.
Yeah, he's flexing on us. Yeah, because I got work tomorrow.
Speaking of Alan Richardson, though, I am on the 3rd season of Reacher, and I'm very excited to finish it. Reacher is such a fun show to watch.
It is. I got to catch up. And let's see. AD said Captain Planet is better. Tweaking. Danny Russo said, why don't we get the league around? I read that already. Don Cheadle's Captain Planet. Get it right. JK, I love you. AD said, yeah, so Larry, you think the Justice Gang will show up in Man tomorrow? I think some. I don't know if, but I don't know. Like, again, like, it's like I just can't picture all of them working with Lex right away, especially after what happened in Superman, but I could be wrong. They could all just show up. But again,
really need him.
People
they would really, really need him.
What, the Justice Gang?
Like,
Lex.
everybody.
They would need Lex. You're talking about him. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think it would make sense. I just think, I don't know. I could already see the people saying James Gunn can only direct team up movies, or whatever. Like he can't do a solo movie. Like, so I could already see that happening. But I mean, yeah, I would be down to see it, but I just think a lot of people wouldn't be. Like they say, yeah, that sounds great, but then they realize James Gunn's directing and they're gonna start hating. Let's see. Versus C, with Brainiac involved, do you think a hero will die? My money is on Guy Gardner, heroic sacrifice. I think one of the Lanterns is dying in Lanterns. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
it's between Hal and I'm going with Hal just because he's a little older.
What?
Yeah.
How you just shooting from the hip like that, bro?
I think so too, bro. I think so too, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I think a couple of things, right? I think for us, who obviously we have an affiliation and a love for comics, and we understand it's Hal Jordan, but I think in the public eye, and for like the Muggles and such, he's not. Green Lantern isn't that big of a character, and his the reputation of the Green Lanterns has not gotten any better since pretty much the Ryan Reynolds film. That they can kill Hal Jordan off while still making John Stewart the main Lantern, and it really not affect anybody or anything in DC Comics or DC Universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, John Stewart is also lit as fuck, but I'd rather no one die. I'd rather everyone stay alive throughout the entirety of Lanterns.
Well, Guy Gardner's also going to be in it, and he's also a candidate to die. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's in the running.
Yeah.
Mark is just like, yo, he's gonna bite it.
He's leading.
All we know
he's
is
leading
it
in the
won't
polls.
be Aaron Pierre's John Stewart. It will not be Aaron Pierre's.
No
John
way they kill him off.
But
that would make no sense.
But I agree with Mark. I don't see a problem with that happening. Like, make the stakes real high off the table, bro.
It is. That's all he cares about. So, like, listen,
That's all I care about. I'm just saying, if it's
Cares
gonna,
about stakes.
Mark
All Ariel
clearly.
cares about is stakes. Are the stakes high?
No,
Is
no,
someone
no.
dying?
And the stakes can only mean someone needs to die. That's it. If
No,
it's if
I don't
it's not that, the
necessarily
stakes
feel that
aren't
way.
high.
Mark, obviously, if I feel like if the stakes are high, wouldn't somebody's life be in danger
Yes, of course.
the majority of the time? So I feel like if the reason you feel that way is because the story is clearly going to be
Wait.
that.
So, like, do you think like what if like the world was in danger? Do you think that would be stakes?
Of course, that's stakes.
Oh, okay.
That's prime rib.
Okay.
That's
That
prime rib.
it is. I just wanted to make sure. No, because like Stranger Things, they have that. All right.
No, but I mean, bro, the stakes could be the stakes, but it could be beyond, like as in like not real stake, or it could just be, oh, like this is legit a really cool story and the threat feels real.
brother.
I'm wrong. I know. I get it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
It's all right.
I know. It's all good. It's all good. I hope Stranger Things gets better.
I mean, I hope it gets better.
Welcome
but
to
it's
Derry, now
already
streaming on
good.
Stranger
HBO
Things Pod
Max.
New Year's Day.
There we go.
Stranger Things Pod New Year's Day. Next 3 episodes coming out Christmas Day, and
Yes,
then
sir.
the last finale coming out New Year's Eve.
Let's see. Danny Reese said, "I'm gonna get a beer."
Hey,
I think he
nice.
was joking. He put like the nerd emoji and like this. So I think he.
Oh,
was,
so he's
like,
making fun of
he was
Eunice.
making fun of you. No, he's making fun of you guys, because you guys got, or Junior at least, because he got a beer.
Oh, I did get a beer too.
Okay, so he's making fun of both of y'all. Larry said, "Does anyone remember
Thanks,
Danny.
Jakudi was in Pacemaker season 1 recap? Because I want him as a new character in the DCU."
Who?
No, he actually wasn't in it. I was looking for him.
Who?
Merv.
Mern?
Is it Mern
I don't
or Merv?
think so.
Mern.
No,
Mern. One of them.
Mern.
But he wasn't in the
It was
recap.
Mern.
He wasn't in the recap, right?
he was
I don't think
not.
So.
Yeah. So they could definitely do like bring him back. I mean, like I don't think anybody would be like, he was in Peacemaker season 1. I don't see how this like. I don't think they would.
People are definitely gonna do that, but it's.
I
okay.
know, but like it wouldn't be like it
Look
wouldn't
what
be like
people are doing
it,
about
it wouldn't
Nolan,
be
bro.
like sane people or like people that like we have like respect for. So like that would be the good thing about that. So
Bro bodied them.
but
Stopped.
he's gonna be a Martian Manhunter. I bet money for real.
All right, how much money you
Did that.
betting?
Who
Hey.
said that?
Pat said that. I like that.
Ooh.
I'm not.
I
gonna
love the
lie.
pick.
I like
Great
it
pick.
too.
Honestly, I just
Great pick.
we just
Chakudi Iwuji's a friend of the podcast, man.
he can play any role. Cast that motherfucker as Batman. I don't care. But
For real. I
he
think
is so
Chuck
good.
could do literally almost any role. Like that's the thing. I feel like he's that versatile that he can play a villain or an ally for these guys in the
Yeah.
DC. Wow, how exciting is that? That like he still is not casted yet.
Dude. Him is
technically
Martian
in the
Manhunter.
DCU,
would
he
go
is not.
crazy. Him is Martian Manhunter. Would
Right.
go crazy. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay. The last thing that we have here for tea time before we get into Avatar tea time and Avatar talk. So again, Ariel, I don't know if you want to. I was planning on just reading the Thor dialogue from the leaked teaser trailer.
He's sick as hell.
All right. So, I mean, I guess. So I really liked it. Again, there's a lot about this movie that so far, let me not say movie, let me say the promotion of the movie
Yes.
and the marketing of the movie, because obviously the movie isn't out yet, so I can't judge the movie. There's been a lot that I didn't like. I spoke a lot about how I did not like the Chris Evans stuff, of him coming back, even if it's dealing with the storyline of the child and everything like that. Still not a fan of it. But this teaser that I saw it in French, but someone translated it, and it did look cool, of Thor. This is not one thing that I want to criticize because this to me was awesome.
All right.
So he said, "Father, all my life I have answered the calls of honor, of duty, of battle, but destiny offered me something I never dared hope for, a child, a life preserved from the storm. Grant me the strength of the All-Father, to be able to fight once more, to defeat a new enemy and return to her, not as a warrior, but as a protector. They do not know war, but peace, the kind I have never known. I beg of you, Father, hear my prayer." That's clean. That's
You know what that
clean.
sounds like? A locked in
He-
Thor.
A locked in Thor and a Thor that's potentially gonna get clapped.
Aw, look at the dog. Yo. You gonna put the headphones on here? You're muted, brother.
You're good, Ariel.
All right, we back.
But so I think so. I finished the dialogue, but just to touch upon a couple of things, Ariel, I think it bodes true what you were saying from last week about the whole fathers and this whole thing. From the looks of this dialogue, one thing I will say that I can appreciate, it makes the threat of doom seem even grander, which they should be doing. Again, though, I just hate that the marketing is like towards the original like 3 of the Infinity Saga, because it's just like, bro, like we've done this, but I will say I do think this is the end of the line for Thor. Yeah,
Bro, we knew this from when Chris Hemsworth put that whole
I know,
paragraph
dude.
on his. It's been an honor to work. Like, come on, bro. Like, we know already, bro. We know already.
Yeah.
Come on,
But
man.
again, we'll see. Just to reiterate, my anger lies in the marketing so far of the movie, not the movie itself. Obviously, I'll be seated day one. I'll be a little kid in the movie theater watching this shit, and then afterwards I'll be like, nah, yeah, that shit was mid, or nah, that shit was actually mad hype. They apparently also there's a yo, peep this. There's a higher quality version of the leaked version of the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. This shit is beyond. It's getting beyond ridiculous, dude.
Bro, it's like, yo, that one was 480. This is
one-
540.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. I'm gonna say it's like, bro, like stop, bro. Like we recorded it on an iPhone 7, and then we recorded it on an iPhone 8, and then we released it.
It was the first one was someone recording the recording of the recording. This one
that's
was a step
insane.
down.
They were holding the
It was
phone
just
like
one
this.
recording the recording. Yo, soon we'll get there. They'll drop a 720p, and then they'll finally drop the full HD.
So
one.
like, yeah, again,
Oh,
my problem with the teasers is again, I only have problem with 2 of them, like Cap and Thor. Like, obviously, yeah, the Thor one sounds cool and like stuff, but like, because like I understand them wanting to do it for Doom, because it's like you literally had no opportunity to build him
To
up
build
at
this
all.
guy up. Yeah, like, come on.
So
Right.
we have no clue what so I can totally get behind that, and kind of it also preps the audience of like, yo, this is what's happening. Here is like just getting them used to the idea of seeing RDJ in this role. He's no longer Iron Man, just kind of like soft launching it. And before the movie, so it kind of they're already settled in by the time they get into the theater for the movie. But like, so I completely understand, and I actually think that's fucking smart. I didn't even think about that. So that's a very smart idea. But
yeah,
the Thor and the Cap it makes no sense to me. I can't find because like I either think of it like this: if Cap is in it for like just the beginning portion, like. Why?
Which I don't think so, bro. Which I don't think so, because especially if it goes towards Ariel's the whole thing where it's about the children, and so let's say
Right.
Doom kidnaps his child, he's gonna be in the movie, like.
Right. So then it's like, yo, like, and then so then it would be him and Thor leading the way. I just
Mark,
it renders
it's-
so much of the last 2 phases, and I know everyone's like, yo, the last 2 phases weren't as good and all that stuff, but like I liked like a decent amount of the stuff they put out in these last 2 phases. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's like, bro, you just nullify so much stuff that just happened. It's like I like build these new characters up, or else you're just gonna have to keep coming back to the same fucking well.
Mark, you're absolutely right, but you know what Endgame did leave us with? Yo,
What?
come on, bro. What Endgame did leave us with was the rapport that these characters have with these guys that we're mentioning now.
Yeah.
So technically, you're telling me if Sam were to find out, yo, they kidnapped Steve's kid, are you like they're rolling deep, bro? Like it's a wrap.
Yeah,
Like same
yeah.
deal with that's the thing. But I get what you mean in terms of like who's getting yo. What are you doing, girl? Like in terms of like who's getting rallied.
Right.
That's the issue I'm having. It's just like what the Thunderbolts and whoever
Fantastic
Cat puts
Four, I
together. Like
guess. Yeah, it's
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like
they again, uh, Sue and Reed Richards just had a kid. Their main antagonist is Doom. Like, start. Why don't you begin your marketing strategy with that? Like, you know
yeah,
Right.
what I mean? It's just like,
so I
and again, this is what gets me upset. And it's not like you got like a not a well known actor. You have Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Like versus RDJ's Doom. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, you could have perfectly set it up. And again, this is where I feel where they kind of messed up with F4 and not have. And again, it don't even gotta be. It didn't even have to be about them losing, but if they could have just been like, yo, how can we really set up Doom? And especially if we're doing this whole child thing, like they
hmm
gave us something brief with Doom just being there and the kids touching his face. It's like, okay, cool. But imagine if they decided, let's expand this a little bit. Let's make this into like a 5-minute scene to
Right.
kind of break down what's really at stake here, not just here, but with the multiverse as a whole. Then I'll be like, oh shit, like they really are like doing this shit. But I didn't get that feeling from that. And then again, then you kind of switch up the marketing, and the marketing now is leaning more towards Steve's Captain America and again Thor. It's just like okay, like I don't know. Again, we will wait and see. I will be seated day one. I'll be giving
Yeah,
neck
of
day one.
course.
It's all good.
Wait, come on, man.
Huh?
Hey,
What
Oh.
happened?
what's going? Yo, my kid is right here, bro. Like, why
Yo,
are we talking like this, bro?
somebody said something. My fault.
That's
All
crazy.
right. So anything else on the MCU? Mark, what are people saying on the MCU before we move on
Let's
to Avatar?
see.
For sure?
Pat said they gonna do the Thanos spine rip out the scene with Thor. Oh.
Actually, wait, who said that?
Doom does
Who
that
said
shit,
that?
Pat
though.
said that.
Pat, yo, bro, if you get that right, I will personally like give you a giveaway thing. Like, I'll personally put that out because that is absolutely insane. If Thor goes out like that, bro,
That would be. That would be.
So he's saying he's
Yeah,
gonna go out
Thor
like
gets his
Thanos
spine
did?
ripped out.
yes. Yo, if imagine that's why Hemsworth made that. He was like, "Nah, I gotta write a letter, bro. They did me
Yo, and then,
filthy."
and then in Deadpool, they're like, "Yo, why is Thor crying?
He's
Because
like,
he got
my
his
spine, my
fucking
spine,
ripped out.
my spine.
My back, my back."
My leg.
But yeah, so we got let's see. Pat said, or sorry, AD said, look at these teasers, they're fire. I watched the Spider-Man teaser on my MP3 player.
He watched it on his DS.
Yeah, on his PSP. Pat said watching Doomsday on a TI-84 calculator, like the Russos intended.
TI-84.
That shit is just that shit is just in bits, bro. Like it's just blocks.
Literally, it looks like fucking Tetris. And
You
then
used to spell boobs out on the calculator.
watching Doomsday on a, or sorry, I just said that right. AD said it's obvious, guys. Nobody fuck with the multiverse characters. Larry, Steve's send off would be pointless if they bring him back. If they tease Sam Wilson for Doomsday,
hate
would
it.
people care? Listen,
Bro.
I understand. I understand that I guess that take, but it's not about. I'm not saying use Sam Wilson, even though I do think that would be cool because I do like Sam Wilson. I think he actually does a good job. It's just like you got Fantastic Four right there. You got Reed Richards,
right,
Pedro Pascal,
right. And I don't-
like Junior was saying, and then you
Yeah.
have obviously you have
got
someone
the
like
X-Men, bro. You just announced
Thank you.
all the previous X-Men characters. Like the movie already has enough hype, in my opinion. Like you didn't even if the majority of the Phase 4 or Phase 5 characters
Come
people
on.
weren't fucking with, you still already got mad nostalgia
Yeah.
to help you. So I just don't understand, bro. Like again, the Steve one is the one that's pissing me off, bro. Like the Steve one is the one that's pissing me off because Thor is one thing because Thor is still around. Thor is one thing because Thor is still around. Yo, that fit looks fire. I'm not gonna lie, especially yo, you holding that shit like the Holy Bible, son.
Well, that's the reference, bro. That's the reference.
He's going.
Put down that guitar, son. But so
This is
so
tough.
yeah. So to me, the Steve Rogers one is the thing that is upsetting me the most. Because of
Your
all
dog
the
blends
implications
in.
from Endgame.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, man. Chris Evans, if he really cared about art, he would have been like, nah, fuck that. I ain't coming back. But to each their own, I guess.
Damn, Chris Evans doesn't care about art.
Nah.
Confirmed. Nah,
First.
he wasn't Honey Don't. He cares about art.
Oh, Andrew said I'm sick of the
Yeah.
Sam Wilson slander. Yo, me too, bro. I think it's honestly
That
it's not his fault. The writers have been so dookie on the projects that he's been on since he's taken the mantle. That's not his fault. Like Falcon and Winter Soldier. But it's not because of him. He does a great job in the role. Same thing with Civil War or not Civil
Bro
War.
does an
sorry.
excellent job.
With Brave New World. It's like he does a great job himself, but it's just like, bro, everything else around him is just like horrible.
yeah, right. Well, if that's it for everything here, I would like us to get speaking on some Avatar Fire and Gas. So I'll start off with this, right? So James Cameron, when asked about the Oscars, because typically sci-fi, fantasy, all this stuff don't really
Get nominated.
get nominated for that best picture. So this is what James Cameron said. This is what Jimmy Cameron
Unless
said.
you're Black Panther.
Unless you're Black Panther.
Facts.
James Cameron asked about the Oscars. You can play the awards game, or you can play the game that I like to play, which is to make movies people actually go to. Sorry.
Yo, he's been on a different wave recently, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. He just said, I'm good. I'll just do
That's
it.
tough. That's
Bro.
tough. That's tough.
Yo, I say this now and again. My guy Jimmy Cam is the only director that gets your mama out the house, bro.
Facts, actually.
Literally, this is a movie that literally everybody and their mom has seen, bro. You can't talk about this like it ain't
What
gas,
it is,
bro.
Yeah.
Yo, people are saying it has no cultural impact, bro.
Okay.
It has no cultural impact.
That's
bro.
actually the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. No
Has no
cultural
impact.
impact.
So,
Okay.
So
Yeah.
continuing on this, he says that the Academy
Oh my
Awards don't tend to honor sci-fi film, naming Denis Villeneuve's Dune movies as examples, bro. I don't think about the Academy Awards that much intentionally. They don't tend to honor sci-fi films. It's almost never properly recognized. Denis Villeneuve made these two magnificent Dune films. Apparently, these films made themselves because he wasn't considered as a director. That's so crazy, bro. He wasn't even nominated. No, I'm not finna get tight right now. I'm having a
Nah,
good
but
time.
no, don't worry, bro. It got visual effects though.
Yeah. Avatar 5 is currently set to release in 6 years from today, December 19th, or a couple days ago, December 19th, 2031.
Hold
We
on.
got what?
I'm sorry. Hey, I thought we were getting part 4 next year, and then
No, part 5. is talking about.
No. Yeah, but no, we're not getting part 4 next year either, bro.
No.
We're getting
Yeah,
part 4 in
that's-
like 4 years.
In
They
2029.
they finished filming half of it already, and they're gonna continue now that the third one's out.
damn, like I gotta go tell my mom the truth then, cause like she's like, oh, like
Lied
so,
to her.
yo, that's crazy. I was like, yo,
next
mom,
Christmas we out.
Yes.
Mom, I'll see you again next year. We're gonna do it again.
bro, I was telling her, I was just like, yo, we taking this same trip next year. It's over, and she's like, oh, really? He's already filming? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mira,
currently
claro que sí.
Martinez, bro. It's currently set to release in 4
I'm
years,
dead.
December 21st, 2029, bro. Tragic.
That shit's gonna be fire,
Yeah.
and I will be there.
No, take all the time of day. Take all the time you need, bro.
Honestly, bro,
Take all the
like
time you
it's
need.
fine. Like, bro, Way of Water came out. How long after Avatar 1? Like, and that shit was still
15
gas,
years. 15
bro.
years after.
These are movies that are worth the wait, no matter what.
For real. And also, by the way,
It'll be here before
it's
we know
also
it.
interesting. It's also interesting how, like, I believe the trivia for part five was that it's going to be set 21 years after part one.
So, right. So the Avatar 4, the next one, most of the first act has already been filmed. We'll have an approximate 8-year time jump. Jimmy Cam still plans to direct it. Kiri will be the narrator. Script got 0 notes from Disney. All they said back
Oh,
was
it's holy fuck. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that part.
was
That's
reading it.
crazy, bro. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
I have a theory.
what?
I have a theory now as to why Kiri will be the narrator, just off of a plot point in the movie that we saw there, and Jimmy Cam is doing the damn thing, bro. He's
Cinema.
doing the damn thing.
Hey, do you wanna hit us with it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so you know how, well, spoilers ahead, guys. So I'm gonna give you
Spoiler.
guys a free to Paul. That's on the Kuma. That's on the Kuma thing. That's on Mark's sweater right now. Like if he rolls back, literally my dog's paw is on this sweater. Confirmed. Oh, look at that, gorgeous.
My mic fell. I'm good though.
But I believe that the scene where she finally gets through to Awa, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why Shorty look like her, bro?
Yo, I was thinking she kind of did look like
Why Shorty look like her, bro?
it looked like Doctor whatever, but it could be her taking manifestations of like physical embodiments of like what is familiar to that person.
This was a big thing for me about this movie in particular. I feel like more than the first two movies, and again, tying back into what we were speaking about regarding but like they're the same, da 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 da, which again, false.
They're not.
This one I feel had a lot more of the sort of the religious aspect of it.
Yeah,
hit a lot
questioning it
more.
as well.
Right, with AWA and everything, and right, like Christianity and Catholicism, the whole big thing with that is like, when God, Jesus, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So the Father, God, the Son, Jesus. So it's like AWA, and then she was basically a miracle baby, right? Kiri, she was a miracle baby because she was
So she's
conceived
Jesus.
right, exactly. So and it's and she's in Awa's image. So right, basically she is the chosen one of Pandora,
And
essentially.
and also to add to that, bro, the story of Abraham, who literally had to sacrifice his own son. What does fucking Jake do with Spider? He almost literally sacrifices him for the greater good.
So two things. One,
Bro.
Crazy.
because I don't want to. I was gonna criticize. I was gonna come on here and criticize a little bit, Spider's acting, and I think for me the only issue I really have with this movie is some of his dialogue and maybe some of his scenes. But
Yo.
I saw on Twitter that
His writing.
he has to do these scenes twice. Because he has
Yes,
to
sir.
do one of it in mocap with the actual actors, and then he has to do one just in his Spider
Yeah.
suit and with like puppets and such. So
Yep,
for
because
that
they need to do
reason,
a plate.
I'm cutting
Yeah.
him a lot of slack.
I
I'm
just
cutting
think it's
him
a
lot
dialogue.
of slack.
I just think it's
Huh?
his
But
I think
JB
it's his writers. Like the people who write his
Exactly.
lines are just I don't know what's going on. I need the bar.
James
I need James
James
Cameron
Cameron.
himself to write for him because he has bars. He has bars. We read 2 bars in the last 2 podcasts from him, and we're just like he
But
has
Mark,
it.
remember what we mentioned, like, 'cause we spoke briefly after I came back from the screening, and we were like, yo, like I even feel like that was an issue we had in Way of Water, because we were like, yo, we fuck with Spider, but like, bro, what is he saying half the time? Like, why does it really feel like like a character in a video game that just says stuff, and we're just like, hey man, like,
Right.
why are
He
you doing
sometimes
that?
feels like an NPC
Yeah,
when realistically with Kiri, he's like the next like he's her right hand essentially and in helping because imagine this, right? I mean,
he's a
you know,
disciple, bro.
I love when I'm watching a movie and I ask a question and they literally like answer it in like the next scene. I'm just like, oh,
Hmm.
perfect. You thought of what I was just thinking about because I'm like, yo, so she just did this. He can't breathe no more. I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna take full advantage of
Yeah.
that to try and get humans to do it. And then what's the first thing Jake goes and says? He's like, yo, they cannot get a hold of this kid, like, and which leads to the decision of almost killing him, bro. Besides the act, and again, because in that scene, his speaking, like when Spider was speaking in that scene, it to me it almost felt like he wasn't really speaking to another human, and because he wasn't, he was speaking to a freaking
Yes,
puppet most
yes,
likely
yes.
in that
Yeah,
actual scene. But what I will say, what a phenomenal scene, bro. What and this ties everything that the movie was doing in the first place. Yo, Frida's wild.
Frida going
yo,
crazy.
like, she never
This
seen
ties
Domino's
in,
before. My bad, guys.
this ties in everything that the movie pretty much dealt with, which was grief, which was
Yes.
they lost their son, like like they lost their brother. It played out with all these characters. Like Jake does what typical dad in his 40s, 50s does, right? Shuts down, gets active, just starts doing things, doesn't talk about his feelings. What's her name? Went towards prayer. And again,
It's here.
the religious aspects that popped up in this, I thought were so, it was so fantastic because one of the big things that even in our lives, right, we always ask, it's like, okay, if there is a God or gods or whatever the higher spiritual beings are, why does bad shit happen? Like, why are people being massacred all across the world, like across the globe? Just all these tragedies. I mean, and James Cameron himself has he's spoken about this in portraying war in Avatar: Fire and Ash. He literally mentions, he says, we've seen it in Gaza, we've seen it in Sudan, we've seen it in the Ukraine. Cameron said, total annihilation is a reason to fight. And
Bro,
so
like,
this
why can't James Gunn say that, bro? Why can't he just say that? Like, it is so insane why people can't just like just say
Well,
things.
I think one of two things. I do agree with you to an extent, Ariel, but I also think James Gunn just got this position as DC Studios head. Unfortunately, we live in a world where, he could say something like that about the Superman movie, and that unfortunately could end his career. Um,
Yeah, but
so
David
I'm
Corn Sweat
assuming
is
that's one
still
of the reasons
employed.
why. And two, we don't really know his standpoint in all this. I mean, if the Superman movie was a representation, we could kind of see what he thinks about everything. But anyway, regardless of that fact, right?
Yeah,
I think James Cameron is someone that he just has enough pull to be able to
yeah, he
say
got
something
enough
like
skin
this.
in the
Nobody
game
can
to
tell
be
him
like, yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Exactly.
you're right.
He can say
Yeah,
whatever the fuck he wants. Let's be
Right.
honest.
But anyway, him saying all this stuff just about like war, and again, this was something within the movie that I'm just like, yo, like, because I actually a few weeks back, I was having like a not an existential crisis, but more of just an existential conversation, and it was kind of along the lines of the same thing, right? It's like you read the Bible, you read the commandments, and what the commandments say, thou shalt not kill, right? That's one of, if not the most important commandments. It's like, you cannot take another life. Like another life is not for you to take. And then
and
you
then the
kind of
Crusades
step back
happened.
and you're just like, yo, but how is that fair? Because people here don't play by the rules. They don't play fair. Like they're over. And again, that's why Jake is like, nah, like I understand you're praying and I understand this is your form of coping, but these motherfuckers are coming. If I'm not fighting with a gun, we don't stand a chance. Like I can't be shooting bows and arrows. I can't be doing all this. Like I gotta shoot. Like or else we're fried. And then the same thing with his son. But again, they do such a good job in the movie of showing you that these things do take an emotional a toll on your soul, right? The son almost killed himself. The son almost killed himself.
With the very
And he was
weapon.
just like, I literally feel the gun, the presence of me holding one.
Mhm.
He's like, I feel the hate in my heart. And shit, and it's just like, yo, like I'm sorry, bro. I'm like, yo, how can anyone look at this and say there's no substance to this?
It's
That's
crazy.
crazy to me.
I think.
I'm sorry. I'm yapping. I'm yapping.
Yeah, I know, bro. You were going for like 10 minutes. I was
Nah,
just.
bro, that shit,
No,
that
no, that's
shit, that
good.
has got me. That shit
Yeah.
has got me in the theater, bro. When Jake was like, "Yo, like maybe if you would have actually listened to me, maybe like your brother would."
Uh,
I was just like,
and
I was like,
it's
But
"Why are
like
you doing
I
that,
said this. I
bro?"
said this to Ariel on the phone, man. But like, it was a really beautiful parallel between Jake and Natiri, where it's like Jake is dealing with the grief by channeling all his frustration onto
Loak.
Loak, and then Neytiri is channeling all her frustration by not only through the prayer and stuff, but also onto Spider, onto the human race as a whole. And
Yep.
he's lecturing her. Jake is lecturing Neytiri, saying, "Yo, like, I'm human." Like, and
Yeah.
like saying these real shit, like this
Awesome
real
scene.
shit to her, and it was an amazing scene. I think that might have been honestly like my favorite scene with Jake Sully and Neytiri. Like, that was such an amazing scene where you see her kind of realizing, oh shit, do I hate my own husband? Like, do I hate him?
Yeah. Do
Like,
I hate my own kids?
do I hate my own
She
kids?
questioned it. She
Yeah,
questioned it.
she did question, and he also was questioning himself with Loak.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, do I even fuck with my son? Like, like,
Yo, that's crazy to say,
Yeah.
bro.
but that's
Bro,
dead ass
but
what he
it-
was thinking. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
these crazy things, these moments of realization, and then it's like they were like obviously they were separated for a second where like they were like story wise, like one was Loak was trying to get the pull up with the to the council of what are those things called, the whales or not whales
Oh,
obviously,
the
but
hold on, I got you.
Bro,
I
the
can't
whales,
remember.
bro.
The
They're whales.
whales. No, they have a name.
They have a name.
But the whales, they're basically whales.
They're
It's
basically a
okay.
whale.
Nah, that's racist, y'all.
Tulkun, the Tulkun.
The
There you
cocoons.
go.
The Tulkuns, like pulling up to the council with them, and he's the one who ends up convincing them, yo, this shit needs to change because they are coming to kill everybody. It's not a
Right.
joke. And like whoever we lose while we're fighting back, I promise you it'll be less if we just as opposed to like laying over and dying essentially.
We can't let this rock.
Like,
And
nah.
and that's such a, from the movie, it's such an important like plot, because even Kiri, right, like she finally gets the powers of Awa and she's like, killed him. And I'm just like, yo, like, but
Yeah.
again, and I saw people complaining about that, and I'm like, bro, what do you expect them to do?
Bro.
Like, and again, this goes to that conversation. I get it. Like, someone I grew up, on my mom's side, Catholic, on my dad's side, Christian. And again, I feel like I've built up, and it's not, I'm not going to church every Sunday, and I'm not religious in that aspect, but I do have a sort of, like a personal relationship with gods or a spiritual, being, a higher power.
Odin.
And I understand that, like, to me, I'm just like, yo, like, I would prefer definitely to never have, like, I never want a situation where I would ever need to
Yeah.
kill
I
anyone.
understand.
You know
Yeah,
what I
of
mean? Like,
course.
never, absolutely never. But it's like when you see things like this, and again, that's why sometimes I'm just like, again, back to that conversation I was having, where I was having like that existential conversation. It's like, yo, like, we were born into, like, we're in the Western hemisphere of the world. And I feel like, for the most part, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, we've been blessed with not having to deal with, yo, am I gonna like? I mean, we do in our own way.
I know
Like,
what
am
you're
I
saying.
gonna
Yeah,
survive
yeah.
today? But not to the point where your life is threatened 24/7. And that's what some of these people are dealing with in some of these territories, right, across the world. And it's just crazy to think, like, yo, like, I wish there was something more that could be done on our end. And it's crazy that the powers that be, like, in the world, like, everyone just can't sit down and be like, yo, this is wild. Like y'all are dead ass bugging. Like y'all are bugging. Y'all cannot continue this. Like y'all are massacring, like people. Like it's just not okay. So to me, that's why like this to me, I was just like, damn, like they really they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice in the matter. They have to fight. They have to defend themselves, or else they will get annihilated, as Jimmy Cam said. So it's just beautiful, man. And then another thing too, right? Where I feel like sometimes these movies range between what 2.5 hours to 3 hours between the three of them, and it's one of those things where you feel so immersed in Pandora. Like it just feels like when they're swimming with like with the
Bro.
The
what's their
Tulkun.
names?
The
The
Tulkun.
Tolkun. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm in the water with them. I'm
It's
just like,
crazy.
holy shit. And especially with the 3D experience of it all, I'm just like, even when there's no dialogue, even when there's nothing, I guess, really going on that's progressing the plot, it's still progressing the world. It's still progressing Pandora, and you still get to experience Pandora. And kind of to what Ariel has commonly said about these films, where it's just like, you sometimes feel like you're in a video game, like because it just feels like you're just traveling along with these other characters in the game that are with
And
you being the main
and
character.
and also let me also add to what JB said there. When I say that, it is never a slight, because some of the most immersive video games that I've ever played in my life that we have covered on this show, which is The Last of Us, which is God of War Ragnarok, to just name the few, that's part of the experience. And I think that when it comes to something like Avatar, where it has this kind of, you can't help but keep watching. Like you're just like, all right, what's next? Like what's going on next? Like, and I kind of playfully mentioned to one of my boys, I'm like, yo, it felt like it was solid acting and then quick time events happening afterward. It was just like,
Yep.
I'm in.
Yep.
Like you
Yeah.
can't. It is pure entertainment. There is heart. There's a great story. There's incredible visuals, and there's world building that doesn't feel heavily expository. Like they weren't holding
Yes.
your hand about
I think that's
explaining
what it
everything
is.
to you. Yeah.
One quick thing about that, like, it's also something I said on the phone. They were not going crazy with over explaining things and things like
Yep.
that. Like Spider was smart as hell. Like say what you want about the dialogue, but he was actually smart, very smart in this movie. Like when he's like, wait, can I keep the dog tag? Like, and then you're like, at first I didn't even think anything of it, and he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, like
Oh, he's being sentimental.
he's being sentimental and all this stuff, and then before you know it, you see him using it to break out of the room, and I'm like, smart as hell. Like I would not have thought of that. And then also when he was about to get killed by Jake didn't go like, listen, I have to do this because of X, Y, and Z. Spider was like, what the hell's going on? And then he was slowly putting it together in his head, and he understood, and he was like, all right, I understand. Like, do it. Like, like I love you. Like, and it was just like,
Called him dad. He called him
damn,
dad.
yeah. He's like, yeah. Like, and that's how like, bro, like, it was really well done. It was just so well done. He
Bro.
did not
That's
need to do anything.
crazy,
He didn't have
dude.
to explain.
Yeah.
Neytiri washing the red off her hands in the water, and she's
I
just
was
like,
just about to say
about
that,
to
bro.
say
In that
that.
scene, washing, it was paint, right? But washing the blood
yeah.
off of her hands, and then her running, sprinting, being like, "No, Jake, like,
This
no,
is
no,
you're
we
tweaking.
can't do
You're
this. We
tweaking. You're
cannot kill him."
tweaking.
Bro,
Right.
and then she looks at Spider and says, I see you. I was just like, oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so
Yo,
good.
beautiful. And again, again, another conversation that I absolutely love was between Jake and Quaritch, where he tells him, he's like, yo, you've been all this time here and you still haven't learned a damn thing. You still don't see the bigger picture.
He's like, bro, like, you don't need to put a uniform on anymore, dog. Like, you're free, man. Like, like, look what you're doing.
But it's not even that, right? It's like you're seeing all this as like resources. Like for what, bro? Look
Yeah.
how, like we as human beings couldn't even fathom, imagine something this magical, something so like But like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing as well, right? It's like we could at the same time because everything, and I'm strictly not speaking like from the movie. I'm talking just humanity as a whole. Look at all these films, literature, all this stuff that we've sort of, I guess, invented, but at the same time, it's like all this stuff that has been written down in history, like let's say the Loch Ness monster, let's just say Bigfoot. Like perhaps these are things that people in the past have really seen and they've documented it, right? And magic and all this stuff. Like, how did we as humanity, how are we able to fully start understanding all this stuff and just being able to explain it? You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like it Pandora to me feels like the manifestation of that, of everything that humanity has thought of in terms of like, yo, like this is how I would envision, something magical to be. That's what it is. And like the connections with Awan, being able to speak with your ancestors
I was about to say
that have passed.
that.
You know what I mean?
That is the biggest point, like addition to that point you just made, is that aspect of it, of like, yo, I can literally connect to something and this living thing, and it connects me to my dead relatives, like dead family and dead friends,
Like my
and
consciousness to my ancestors, bro.
and
Insane.
it's so real.
Yeah.
I could touch it. It's real, like it's an actual real thing, and like that's something that I just think is like, again, it's so again, for the people who say there's no depth to this, you're insane. Like we just went about religion, fucking war, all these different things, and like how it
in
impacts
a
all these people.
film, primarily like filled with people in mocap suits, bro. Like, get out of here, man. I don't want to hear the hate.
And then to add to the point of like how this is about religion, also I also think there's another lesson I don't know if people have really talked about, but religion needs to evolve in certain times. When situations call for it, it needs to evolve or change. Like the Tulkun, yo, I know this is your way. I know this is how you guys do things. You're peaceful, but we might need to change that. Like,
or else you're all
going to die. And then also the same thing with with the Na'vi. It's like, bro, like we need to also change how we view things in certain aspects, especially in situations, like certain situations when it comes to the humans, like you gotta change shit up a little bit. You can't just treat it like, yo, we're gonna pull up with our whatever and it'll be fine, like we could just talk it out. No, they are not talking. And Quaritch, again, there's another thing that Quaritch is gonna find out, and he already started kind of finding it out. They don't view you as a human anymore, brother.
Right.
You are not human to them. You are a
government
subspecies.
property.
You are not somebody that they're going to respect. They only
And
respect you
in his
because
own
they're
way-
scared of you. Like in terms
You're
of
an
like
asset.
you're more powerful than them. You could kill them, but
Yeah.
push comes to shove, they don't give a fuck about you, brother.
Right.
They
And in a
don't.
way, he did sort of embrace that, what Jake was telling him about just experiencing more of Pandora, of the Na'vi, and he did it with the Fire Tribe. Yo, that scene was hilarious, bro. When he got smacked, he was like, that's some strong shit.
Yeah. He was.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Tripping.
I don't know. The way
Super
Varang was
shit.
talking, bro. I don't know, bro.
Yo, Varang,
I
top
don't
3 baddies
know.
of the year, respectfully,
Bro.
in both meanings of the word. By the way, that actress is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter, Ona Chaplin. So she says she was worried for months that her performance wasn't good enough in the 10th scene of Avatar Fire and Ash. I was like, okay, I'm just going to ask James Cameron. And he was like, I have something to show you. He took me to a cinema and he showed me that scene and he was like, it's my favorite. So she is Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter. So
Nepo, that is like generational Nepo. Like she's like nobody's beating her, bro.
Wait,
Like that's crazy.
Andrew said, y'all think he getting movie 4 and 5 or nah? Jimmy Cam said he writing a book if he doesn't get them. There is no way in hell.
No, we're getting
4 and 5 are
We
greenlit
don't
for sure,
know.
right?
He said yes. 4 and 5 are confirmed. He said he would like to do 6 and 7, but he doesn't know yet whether that will be him or somebody else. And Mark, yeah, if you could please chat, we're so sorry. We don't mean to neglect you like this. What is chat saying? We just been ranting.
Let's see. Box Office King spitting facts. Larry said, "Past that Ariel's dog add a lot of production value. Should be a recurring guest." Yo, every time I got to read chat, they just literally leave. That's insane.
I'm so sorry.
I wonder
I'm
where
so
they go
sorry.
from
That she was
here.
barking.
I wonder where they go from here. Like, who would the antagonist and why? Who would be the antagonist and why? Because I don't want the military coming back, Larry said. So here's the thing. Like,
Ooh, yes, let's talk about that.
So I think that you have to understand, Earth is dying. Like, they have nowhere else to go. They are not going to stop coming. Like, they are not. Unless the planet actually dies. In 8 years, though, that 8-year time skip, that might do it. That might do it. But if or they gear up for one last thing, but I just don't think, like, that's what people don't understand. I feel like it's like, yo, like, they have nowhere else to go. They're gonna keep coming back. Like, that's just gonna happen. Earth is dying.
You guys think Quaritch actually died?
No. Hell no.
No.
Remember,
I need to see a body.
You're right, Mark. And when it comes to watching anime, bro, if you don't see the body,
you still live.
You still live.
I just feel like, and again, I think we have spoken about how we view him as the main antagonist to all this, and potentially he actually ends up joining, because even though he didn't obviously join them in this movie, they worked together a lot more than they didn't in this movie, especially in comparison to the first and second film.
And it worked.
They always had to have each other's back. Yo, I love those moments where they have to find a way to be like, okay, what do you need from me right now? That way you don't have to kill me. Like, I love that kind of stuff sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, he did get you there, though. Sometimes that shit is stupid. Sometimes, like, all right, you could have just killed them right there and then.
Yeah.
I'm not saying particularly for Avatar. I'm just saying in general when we see this movies and TV. But for this one, you know, again, to Mark's point, these quick thoughts that these characters have, where Jake was like, "Yo, by the way, they have Spider, so you kill me now, you'll never see Spider again. But you keep me alive, and maybe we can figure this out." And that's ultimately, obviously, what happened. But yeah, man, I do think now with 4 and 5, it's going to be something where, right, this does conclude the trilogy, and I think it's a great conclusion to what we've already built up. And now, right, I think 4 and 5 are going to dive deeper into, to Mark's point, Earth is dying. Pandora is really the only place, it seems, that humanity is able to find a way to live. And now with Spider and Kiri, again, that's why I feel like these two are now going to lead the forefront in terms of human Na'vi and everything else in the ecosystem, that collaboration. And again, this movie sets that up perfectly, because it shows someone like Neytiri, who is very much against, right, humanity coming here. She's like, no, like, I see you now, right? So it just invites the idea of more Na'vi being like, okay, you need to come in here, but there are rules, there are boundaries. Like, and again, that's why they're fighting them off, right? To be like, yo, you cannot just come up in here and do this shit. And again, the military stuff is always so annoying, right? It's always like, oh my God, like, instead of y'all going in and be like, yo, real quick, our Earth is dying. Is there a place in this vast land of yours that we can prompt ourselves? No, it's just like, we're gonna go over there, we're gonna take over, fuck all that shit. And again, I feel like Kiri's another one that is, again, she's pretty much the daughter of Awa. Like, she's gonna be able to just manifest just wild shit to help with that progression. But of course, I think it's still gonna be there's still gonna be so much at stake. There's obviously gonna be humans that still do not care. They're still gonna come and try and fuck shit up. And what I really like about this one as well, that we got with the fire tribe, is like, we actually have a form of Na'vi that is against Awa, that's against the status quo, right? Or I don't even want to use the term status quo, but right, everyone for the most part, the water tribe, like AWA and you know the forest AWA, everybody's like, yes, like we all rep the same thing. And they're like, nah, fuck that. Where was AWA when our whole ship burned down?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
fuck her.
yeah.
And so I can, and that's why I thought it was such a, because that shit again, same thing with reality, right? Same thing with us humans. Like, we see all these tragedies that happen. It's like, where was God then? Like, don't talk to me about God. Like, if God was real and true, he would have been there when my people needed him the most, or whoever God is, right? So again, it's just a lot of asking these existential questions. And again, when she had I think one of the brothers or Spider up by the neck, and she was like, what, Awa's not going to stop me from cutting his throat. I could cut his throat right now, and it's raps. But then even Kiri tells her, she's like, you're right. She's like, you're right. Like that's not how it works, right? It's not like Awa's just gonna stop every little thing.
That is not the will of Awa.
She even questioned it. Like, she said, like, yo, like, I called for you and you didn't show up. Yeah. Like, she had to do it herself when Spider was dying, when he was suffocating. She's like, I had to do it myself. I don't know what I did, but I did it. And like, now that the Sikh from the Water Tribe is passed or died or was murdered, Renau was murdered, like, she probably gonna have to step in, like, cause she already was like, you know, like, the Sikh was like, yo, like, how the hell does she know how to do all this shit already? Like how can she do all this stuff? Like, this is insane. Like, you know, like, so she was already questioning. I think they kind of like laid that groundwork. So in 8 years, you know, she might be the Sikh. Who knows? I think, in 8 years time, she's gonna be brolic, bro.
So
she gonna be.
I also have some more to add in terms of things that happened, like, that were like kind of subtle, but they're actually bigger deals.
Yeah.
When the general was like, "Oh, you really want to piss your boss off?" and it's just like, "Oh, so there's another person that has been cast that we do not know of yet. That will be a bigger issue."
Well, that's what for sure. I think it's something where, again, as Mark said, like, humanity is gonna start getting more and more desperate.
Yeah.
Because Earth is dying. So right, we're probably gonna see a lot more villains that step up to the plate. And that's why I feel like, I think if Quaritch does eventually return, which, to your guys' point, we didn't see a body, so perhaps. I do like the way he left, right, where he sees the family all come in and he's just like, fuck this. Like,
well, it also just goes to show how closed off he still is to it all. And I think that, James is clearly leaving his arc open for him to turn, because, bro, any good writer understands the nice old anime trope of the once villain turned ally, and how hard that hits, bro.
It hits, bro. Like, to this day, you ask 90% of Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, yo, who's your favorite character? A lot of them say Zuko. It's just a fact. Because that arc hits crazy.
And it's not because the arc is all of a sudden like, oh, Fulano is now he's a good guy now because, he hustled and helped them out. No, like, Quaritch literally is kind of building back up his character with human decisions, because that's another thing that Jake mentioned to Natiri. He was like, yo, like, I'm human, you love me because of my humanity, which is what led me to make the decision to join you guys. So I feel like Quaritch is going to do that. He's going to show his humanity and turn against his boss. And then you also have Kiri, who I think literally will be able to control the planet at one point.
It's crazy.
Like, I feel like
look what she did with Spider.
That's insane.
Yeah. She literally, like, he now has like
she gave him a software update.
Symbiote.
A software update.
Symbiote in his
symbiote
exoskeleton. Like, she is brolic. Yeah. And right, she's gonna be the key to all this, to saving and having that human that human Navi connection. I at least I think.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But yes, what's her name? Such a Varang. Again, we've mentioned it, but such a great addition to this, and I'm sure. And her shit is sort of like, where she was like connecting with other people
She
and
was
kind
a
of just
freak, bro.
yo,
Whatever. Yeah.
but then what's her name does it to her at
Teary.
the end where
Yeah.
she's like, she has her aliens moment, where she's like, "Get off my mother, bitch," and it's like aliens reference when she did it in the in
Y'all
James
peep her
Cameron.
voice changing too when she goes into that stage, like where her
Yes,
voice
bro.
change. Yo, I thought, yo, is this Dune? She's like, where like they use the voice.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
yeah. It's like an
Crossover.
anti like bending shit that like she's doing, and again, Emergency Awesome. He had mentioned where it's just like, yo, it kind of almost feels like this is like what a dark side user would use, and it shouldn't be used by people that aren't a part of that because it strays you more into that dark side. So
Right.
I wonder if that's something that Kiri's gonna have to
Battle
get a hold
Yeah.
of. Because especially if she's using, especially again, maybe this 8-year gap is something where she won't necessarily need to use it because maybe there's, a little
she'll,
bit
like,
of peace
study
going
it.
on in
Yeah.
Pandora. But then, right, once the fourth one kicks off and humanity comes back and she has to fight them off and she's using it, it's something that, again, kind of dampens and darkens her soul in that manner. So it's very interesting to see. But it's again, she's very brolic in the fact that she can do all this to begin with.
Bro, and Loak is he's about to step up crazy because Jake is clearly gonna have to heal from his leg injury, so he's gonna be out the game for I think a couple seasons.
I think the adults, I think Natiri and Jake at this point are, I don't know what the life, span or their prime years in terms of battling, but I think the next
8 years.
I think they'll obviously still play a role,
Yeah.
but I don't think they will be the main focus of the next 2 movies or trilogy.
Yeah.
I think it'll
Yeah.
be more Kiri, more
Low.
what's his
Fighter and
name?
Loak
Lowalk, yeah.
and Took and shout out to Took.
Yes, especially.
Took.
I'm
Took
sure,
might
I'm sure
go
he'll
great.
have a crazy arc because he's brave as hell too, right? He was like, nah, I'm going down with y'all to see AWA. Fuck that shit.
She.
She, bro.
Oh, she.
That's
Excuse me.
crazy. That's crazy.
My fault.
Oh my
Miss Jennifer,
God.
cancel
This
me.
guy?
Miss Jennifer.
Yo, why you being a scound, bro?
Scound.
Scown, monkey boy.
That was racist.
But and something else, yo, I love that scene when Natiri and what's her name, Ronal.
Yeah, Ronell.
She was like, "You'll take care of my baby, right?" And she's like, "Yes," and then boom, instantly dies. She was like, "I bet as long as I know, somebody's gonna take care of it."
She gave, and then the Loak's girlfriend's brother died. The little brother, like he got shot. I was like, bro, what the hell?
That's thug, bro.
And then bro, she gave birth while she was dying, bro.
And she caught bodies before that.
She did
bro.
catch
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
They were, dude. They
And then
were all
again,
going crazy.
I just love how the two of the and how Natiri was just like, yo, keep talking, and I'm gonna forget that you're pregnant.
I was
And it
like,
they were like, I love what they.
Yo, there was a lot. Yo, there was a lot of that going on in this movie, bro. There was a lot of.
Yeah, they was beefing, bro. But again, that mutual respect of just like, yo, like we fought together, like, and we didn't always see eye to eye, but we're here for a similar goal type shit.
real,
Yo, remember Jake?
real quick.
Remember Jake? Yo, I dropped my hand.
Ooh, that was a badass standoff. That was a bad.
Tell you right now, bro.
Hold on. One thing, and then I gotta read this comment from chat because I think it'll be a good discussion. The first big action scene on the blimps
Oh my goodness.
with the
The
traders,
like the air tribe, the
yeah.
air traders.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that shit was
Amazing.
yes.
Amazing.
That shit was
The
one of the
stakes-
best ones they've done. I think it might be
Bro.
the best. It was so
Bro.
great.
The stakes
was.
were like over here, like the table was like all the way down here, bro. And the movie just
that's the
started. I was
thing.
just like, yo, he's gonna die, bro. He just
Dude,
died.
when it Tiri got clipped-
anytime they're scrapping, anytime
Yeah.
there's some kind of confrontation,
know.
the stakes are through the roof.
Dude.
Like I'm just like, oh.
When a
like,
Tiri
who's
got
dying? Like,
when a
who's
Tiri
getting
got
clapped?
clipped in the shoulder, I was like,
No.
what the? I was like, oh no way. I was like, no
The way
way.
she fell too, and she was just hanging.
I was
on
like,
the branches
bro.
and shit.
Dude, and
Yo,
nobody. I thought
I-
I was like, yo, someone's gonna come pick her up or something on their thing.
No.
I was
And
like,
nobody pulled up.
I was like, oh, She gonna let her fall? But I was like, all right. She at least used the leaves and was just like whatever. But like,
Oh my god! And when the Ash people were chasing the kids, bro, I was like, oh
Oh,
dude,
my
but
dude,
that's the
God.
thing,
that
bro.
scene too, where Spider realized, oh my god, I can breathe. I don't need the mask. This is so cool, and they're all like so happy
They're
for
like,
a second,
"Shh."
and then all of a sudden you just see in the background fire arrows, and you're like, oh, I literally heard people like 4 people behind me go like this, like it was like, oh,
Bro, because
it was so
that's
good.
that's what's so great about the pacing as well. Like, there's so many moments
Oh,
where just like, oh, okay, all right, nice little W, okay,
yeah.
everything seems okay. I guess we're now still gonna be taking Spider up to the Sky People, like to send them off and stuff. Oh, never mind. The story completely changes now. Like, and I love that
Dude.
Yeah.
because similar to Way of Water, you have to build up on the problem for it
Yes.
to
Yeah.
amount for you to now need to require help like this because why else build this world out if you're not gonna use everything that you just introduced us to? And
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
literally what's happened.
I'm
Every
glad. I'm
movie.
glad. I'm glad everyone kind of at the end there, because this kind of had like a third act within the third act. Because
Yeah.
I thought when he got locked up and when they broke him out, I thought that was sort of like the
The third
end
act.
kind of battle. And I was just like, damn. I'm like, so are they gonna leave us on like a cliffhanger for the fourth? No. They
No,
were like, yo,
sir.
we're rallying everybody up, and everyone answered the call. Everyone like
Yeah.
came through.
Pulled
Like, thank God.
up.
Like, yo, but it's cause they were like, yo, you need to call up like Taruk, right? That you got to do it, son. Like, you are that respected. You are that dude here. And
Yeah.
he did.
Bro,
He was
Jake
like,
is
all right,
just
bet.
a guy though,
He's a
bro. Like he's
He's
jag.
just a
literally
guy.
just
He's a
a
jag.
guy.
He's a jag. Yeah.
Well, but
Mark, what were you gonna
yeah.
read?
So here's the thing from chat, right? So, AD said, "Do y'all think there is a certain formula to these movies? Not saying it's bad, but I see where people say, quote, I've seen this before." So here's my thing. If AD, please in the chat, like, what do you think the formula is, or what have you seen? What people say is like the repetitive parts, because the things that I think, that I think people say are repetitive. It's like, oh, it's a new element every movie, and it's like them
Shout out the
learning.
Last Airbender.
Thank you. I was about to compare it to The Last Airbender because I'm like, oh, so I guess the Avatar The Last Airbender is repetitive and not interesting because every single season he's learning a new element. He's learning how to learning the different culture, learning all this. It's pretty reminiscent of it actually in that sense, in that one particular sense. And then but then it's like, in Avatar 1, he had no family, and then he met Neytiri, and then he fell in love. The second one, he had a whole family that he had to move and protect. He's not doing it
Lost
to be like,
one.
yes, and it's like now in this one, I feel like the repetitive aspects are core themes of the franchise. What are the okay? So like, tell me though. Tell me
Exactly.
Tell me.
So that's what I was gonna say, Mark. It's what we said earlier. Where, again, if you just think of anything really, especially in the sci-fi domain.
Yeah.
Where the original Star Wars trilogy, or just Star Wars in general, what is it? It's the Jedi versus the Sith. That's what it's always.
The light versus dark,
been.
yeah.
The light versus dark. And again, with this, it's they face the same. They're facing humanity, but again, to your point, humanity is facing extinction on their planet. Like they and
Of
again,
course they're gonna come back.
That's why this movie. That's why it's culminated up until this point, because it's gotten to a point now where again they had to fight because they're like, yo, they're not gonna stop. They need this. Like, humanity needs to come here. Like, they're not going to stop. And again, everyone's dealing with the guilt from the previous film. Everyone's dealing with like, yo, do we fight? Do we not fight? Do we pray? Do we not pray? Are we killing? Are we not killing? And these are all the questions that they had to ask in this film. And again, I just don't like, I don't see how it's repetitive. It's not repetitive. They're dealing with, yes, they are dealing with the same antagonist, but that's about it. That's really, to me, about it on what's the same. Like, that had the overall premise hasn't changed, where it's like, okay, humanity needs to get to Pandora. That's it. That's all that's remained the same. Everything else is different. Everyone's lives have continued on, and we're just following their lives. But guess what?
But even the
Their lives are
villain is
also threatened
different.
by humanity.
AD
The
said,
Quaritch is different.
yeah,
Literally, every
he's
movie he's been
evolving.
different.
Like, yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
character arc is crazy for him. It's already like this was like the most like personality we've seen out of him in the whole franchise.
Yes.
But so like AD said, it's more like similar scenes. Like for example, Spider talking to the Colonel. I know that was different, but it felt similar to the Way of Water where Spider was locked up. Okay, but here's the thing. It's like the second one in Way of Water, he was explaining to him, hey, I'm not your father. The whole thing is totally different. It's the same it's the same two people having a conversation, but the conversation is literally polar opposite. Because now in this one, he's saying, I am your father. Like
Yeah.
he literally referred to himself. It's like the exact opposite of that.
Yes.
So it's like,
and also,
this is what I've been talking about when it comes to you. And I'm not I'm aggressive, but I'm not aggressive towards you. I'm aggressive towards the people that are saying this shit. I'm saying like, this is what I mean by these people don't actually watch the movie. They are going to be like, oh, who's the villain? Oh, it's the same as the last one? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, they have to fight the humans. Wow, they're being forced to fight. Oh, wow.
Yo,
like
Brim is just like, yo,
I'm
that's
sorry.
what I'm
It's
saying.
like,
though.
if you think that, you're not actually analyzing, you're not watching it. You're not watching it. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah. And Mark, to your point, I think, and going to that Spider Quaritch conversation, one thing I noticed too, again with Spider and all this, is his sort of loyalty, right? Where in Way of Water, I don't think it ever truly wavered, but he was second guessing because he's just like, shit, like this is like my dad, like or this avatar is memories of my father.
Right.
Where in this one, especially from everything that he just experienced from Way of Water and having one of his brothers die, and now coming here, now he's actually part of the Na'vi. He can breathe their air. He never wavered. Not even when Jake was about to kill him, bro. Not even when Jake was about to kill him. He was never once like, oh, I'm gonna join him and I'm gonna join
Steady hand.
Hand still. Steady hand, bro.
I legit thought he was going to turn
so
or something. Like he was going to be like, because you saw him like picking up a rock. Because I think you saw like when he was at the stream with them, and you saw him like kind of pick up a rock. I was like, oh shit, does he know what they're about to do? Like, does he get that feeling? Because like when Neytiri and Jake were talking, it looked like he was like, some sus shit going on over there. And I thought when he picked up the rock, but he started walking over, I saw his hand. He threw the rock before. So I was like, oh, okay. So he's not – he knows something's weird, but, like, he wants to see what's up. Like, he still trusts him.
And also –
but then when it happened, I was like, oh, man, he's going to use this, and he's going to say, fuck you guys. You guys just try to kill me. I can't trust you, da-da-da. But instead, he understood. He was like, wait. I see what the issue is. I see how just me existing right now with the humans here is a threat to them. It's a constant threat, which is wild. Like,
and also Neytiri's body language when he pulls up to them, like when Jake calls him over. Frida, hold on, let me get this point across. Because she's about to bark. Like, I already feel like she's about to bark. But like Neytiri literally, like, remember after he takes the knife from her, she literally just holds her hands out like this, still like,
yeah, like, oh my god, I can't believe we're about to do this.
Yeah. So like immediately Spider was just like, nah, bro, something's up. This is a really sad part of the story, Frida. I know.
Yeah, man. Incredible. Just a wavy film.
Wavy.
Absolutely wavy.
Absolutely.
I might
this
rewatch this
motherfucker
week.
don't miss.
I might rewatch
Wavy franchise. It's this movie made me tear up like 3-4 times in the theaters, bro. Like anytime they spoke upon their you're right, when they finally have like some sort of conversation on it, right? Neytiri and Jake, like about their son, I'm sobbing, bro. I'm just like, holy shit. It's just
Dude,
like,
right in the beginning.
Nah, when he pulled
Right in
up
the
at the
beginning.
end, when he pulled up at the end,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah.
and hugged Loak, I was just like, yo, why he pulled up like that? I wasn't expecting to
yeah,
see my
yeah,
guy,
no, but
bro.
right, and right, Spider even now being able to go to like the ancestral plane, like that's dope. Like again, and I think it's gonna have huge implications for what goes on in 4 and 5, and it's just like so exciting, man. And I can't, again, I can't, I agree, it's like great, take your time with it, but it's just like, damn, we gotta wait 4 years for this shit now.
I hear, I hear.
I know, we
But
called
no,
it.
but dude, yo, we gotta think of a name. I thought of a name for Spider, like what he is now. He's Hugh V, bro.
He's what?
He's Hugh V.
UV?
Navi and
UV.
human. Hugh V.
He's Hugh V.
Hugh V.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Nah, man.
He's a
Nah,
nah man.
Yo, but I wonder how much influence James Cameron really took from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right?
No, but like in
Like,
certain
when he watched
aspects.
that shit and he was like, "Yo, I fucking got." Nah, he was working on this way before, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get the these are just the elements of like the world.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
air,
I was
fire,
just,
earth,
just
like-
using it as a comparison of like what's repetitive, but it's not.
No,
actually
right. But
repetitive.
I'm saying there are like, again, I love how he does introduce all this, like
Yes.
the fire tribe, and then we do get the air nomads in this, and obviously we've been with the water tribe for the majority of the time.
Yep.
So I just think it's really cool. Again, Avatar.
And
The
we
Last
had the
Airbender is
forest tribe.
one of my favorite shows
Yep.
all time. So anything Avatar related, whether it's
I'm in there.
Airbender or
I'm in there
Jimmy
regardless.
Cam, I'm in there.
I actually wore my Animato Avatar hoodie to my waterbender hoodie to watch this.
Tough.
Yo, but you even a fan like that, my guy?
No, I just thought the hoodie was really cool, and I think Avatar has
watch it, bro.
really cool concept. No, I'm good.
The disrespect is actually insane.
It's not disrespect. I think it's great. It's just I'm good, bro. That it missed me, man. I was too old already.
Mytron
Okay,
said, I think.
I literally
hold
watched
on,
it.
hold
I
on.
rewatched it last year, bro, and that's just
Rewatched it, bro. You grew up with it, cuz it's a different thing, man. It's a different thing.
I think James Cameron. This is from Mayatron. I think JC could have cut the Tulkun scenes that
Jesus Christ.
that may have that may seem similar to The Way of Water, but he kept it because Tulkun might have some importance in Avatar 4. I mean, it had a lot of importance in this one. Like again, like yo, he like again, it's like it's not. These are themes that like he introduces it in the second one, right? So like the Tulkun, but you see that obviously all of the Na'vi have special connections to their like Tulkun, like to their brother or their sister. They call them. They literally say it's like it's part of their family.
Able to communicate
So like,
with them.
imagine you're Loak and you're watching your brother, who is the Tulkun, who is Paya Khan, getting banished, and you're like, nah, like what he was doing was right. He saved all of us, like, and it's like, yo, like, so that is a very pivotal part, and then that also leads to him going out to find him, then finding that the only one left in his clan is all fucked up, like blind, deaf, can't and it's like he only survived like that because he was the only one fighting back, and everyone else was dead, and it's like that's what I mean is like it's like these things matter to the plot, and it's like just because it's introduced in the past one. Sorry to really quickly. Just because it's introduced in a past movie doesn't mean that it's repetitive. It's building on these things, these concepts. Like we're when you met the Tulkun in Way of Water, did you think that there was a council of Tulkun? That this dude was gonna pull up with rings and a cape? This dude was dripped out. The matriarch, she was dripped out.
Yeah, out here looking like the one of the queens from freaking the Fishman Island, bro.
She was
crazy.
dripped.
Yeah, and again, to your point, Mark, I think all the teenager arcs in this, like even Lowalk, right? Where when Jake does say that shit to him, that
Yes.
disrespectful shit of like, yo, maybe your brother would be here. He was like, yo, I love how they defend themselves. He's like, yo, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't do that. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, it was my brother's death was not my fault.
That's
and again,
crazy.
it ties in deeper because they're able to have this connection with them and still speak to them. Like the brother told them,
Literally told him
bro,
right in the
like,
beginning, yo, it's not your fault.
like, right, is like he's like that's you. You did the things that you did because you're you, and I would never want to change that. Like
Yeah.
it don't matter whatever the outcome was. Like
Yep.
it happened. Like it happened. Like it sucks that it did, but it's not your fault. I'm like, yo, bro.
It's like, yo, like
wavy.
we died doing the
So-
right thing. What other choice do we have? Spider
So
was
Goodwill
on the
Hunting?
boat.
So it was really Avatar Goodwill Hunting? Is that what this was?
I guess so. Everything's repetitive now that he does. So anything that he does that happened in another,
Yo,
in another movie.
is C Baby still in the chat? Because I know him
No,
and Danny
he's
Rue are
been
two.
gone. These motherfuckers
Yeah?
been gone.
Oh, because I know that those are two members that don't really fuck with Avatar like that. I would really love their perspective. I know C Baby watched it. He was the last
He watched
IMAX
it.
ticket giveaway winner. I'm pretty sure. If not, if not, all good. But you know, I would love to hear people's takes on this third one. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Is there anything else we want to do before we cap off the night? Speaking about this,
Wait, Larry just said, did y'all catch the Wind Trader in the beginning was Professor Lupin? No
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
oh, the
yeah.
voice did
I
sound
didn't even
familiar.
peep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Yes.
he does sound
Yeah.
familiar, but I was like, who the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
I knew immediately from his face. I was just like, that's Lupin. This is incredible. I'm in.
That's so sick, bro. I love it.
Yeah,
I
nah,
love
yo,
it. Shout out Larry.
Jimmy Cam's draft picks are insanity.
Crazy.
Look how long this dude was in the movie for.
Yeah.
Not even 5 minutes.
And I bet
15
you
minutes?
he's
Not
like,
even-
yo, that
not
was
even-
fucking awesome. Like, I would be too. I put me in that shit as an extra, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yo,
but,
you just see Mark in the back with glasses on, like,
Yo, just let me get shot
But
by an
the-
arrow. I don't care. Fuck it.
the-
Shoot me.
the last couple things I'll say. Avatar: Fire and Ash has earned 345 mil in its worldwide box office opening weekend, the second biggest opening of 2025, which is crazy. I think it's either Zootopia 2 or Niza 2 that.
nah, it had to be
opening.
F1
No, it's definitely not.
The,
or Venom Last Dance.
What's up?
the worldwide opening weekends of each Avatar film. So the original opened with 242. Way of Water had opened up with 441 mil. Jeez.
Made its budget back, same
And some,
weekend.
and some. And then Fire and
That's
Ash
wild.
345. But again, Avatar is known for their legs. So it's something that,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see them generate more.
Yo,
and
running
more
it back?
as the weeks go on.
Running it back.
Running it back?
I might
may
run it back. I might.
I might run
Yeah,
it back.
maybe. We hope
I
you
might
guys
act up.
enjoyed it. Again, thank you for everyone for coming through and chilling with us. Mark, Ariel, if there's nothing else, I'll close us out. Anything else you want to add on?
One more quick thing. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
like Avatar, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to like it like as much as we like it. And oh my god, how could you have anything bad to say about it? I just think, yo, if you're gonna not watch it or whatever, if it's not for you, cool. But to be like, yo, like you're gonna shit on every little thing about it, and it's like, bro, like you're a cornball, bro. You're a corny dude. Like, just like respect it, bro. Like I joke around and be like, yo, and the Discord, like, yo, if you watch it and you come back and have negative shit to say, I'm gonna hate you. I don't like it's a joke. But like, yo, people are going crazy, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it is not even close to as bad as people are saying it is. That I've
Not
seen
even.
people say online. Like, people are acting like this shit is like the worst of the franchise. I'm sorry, this shit might be the best of the franchise for me. This was so great. So again, obviously, like we said, it was wavy, baby, but that was my last piece. Just that was it. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for a Monday pod. I know it's off schedule. We
A special
appreciate it.
edition Monday pod. Again, if you're tuning in for the first time, we go live every Thursday, unless otherwise noted. Every
wow.
Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and obviously not this coming Thursday since we just had this Monday pod, but we will be Next Thursday, New Year's Day, 1-1, we will be going live. Stranger Things Talk, talking about end of 2025, beginning of 2026. Make sure to come through and chill. We love y'all. Good night.
Mayatron said, I liked it so much that I'm going to see it at least 2 more times, and I didn't see any movie in the cinemas this year. Wow.
Damn, you really fucking with it.
Wow.
Wow.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Wait, who said that? Who said that in the chat?
Mayatron. I feel like I've seen them here before, but if this is your first
Mayatron.
stream,
My
Join the YouTube membership.
join our Discord, !mark Discord. It's free. You can come chill and nerd out with all the rest of us in our Discord. We're active in that, every day.
I'm gonna close out with this. Mytron, I see you.
Hey, I see you.
End that shit. End that shit.